Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Tom, your boy, doing another video for you. This is the cleaning video that you guys have been waiting, the long awaited, awesome way, thorough way to clean your rig. Now the reason why it took so long is because I've been busy, I've been running it a lot, and I was going to get it dirty again anyway, so I didn't want to clean it super thoroughly and then get it dirty again. Because that's just unnecessary work that you don't have to do if you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? So if I flip it around, you can see that even though I did the air rinse, you could still see a lot of dirt and dust and grime in between the joints. Same with the front end right there. Okay, and then there's the wheels in between the cracks, and then in the back cracks right there, you can see that there's still a lot of grime in there. So it's not that dirty. I mean, I ran it on the street, of course. That's the first thing you want to do after you get it muddy and dirty, is run it on the street and get as much as you off using the air before actually coming out. Even inside, you can see little dirt behind the figures inside and stuff. See little specks here and there that you could get out. And I'm going to show you guys all how to do that really easily. Now, there's a couple methods of cleaning that you want to do. I use all three methods. The first one is just the rinse method. You get water, base a hose, a different nozzle that could change from jet to shower to spray to rinse, etc., etc. And you want to rinse it off real good. And the minute you rinse it, use your air compressor and get it off. If you don't have an air compressor, you could use a blow dryer. And dry it up right away. But make sure you do have a towel handy right after, because you want to dab those screws. Multiple times, I've had cases where the car, you air compress it, and moves the water off of it, and then the screws get rusty inside still, because the water, it's hard to get the water right out of there, so you have to either suck it out or take a towel and just dab them in there, and then that'll help prevent rust, because multiple times. But if that does happen, you can still take the screws and use some vinegar, and I had a whole video on that when I did my crate and got all rusted up. But if you want to do a thorough cleaning, what you would need tools include these right here. You can use some lemon scented so your RC car will smell fresh. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, that, baby wipes, or even these right here, the flushable ones. Sometimes I'll grab a couple of these and get in it, a quick one in the cracks. But of course, you want to get your tools. I do recommend a 1.5, 2.0, and a 2.5 recommended hex wrench set. And of course, the standardized tools to get the wheels off and cleaning the wheels. But I mean, I would recommend taking the part anyway, so you guys could learn how to assemble and disassemble your rig, which these are very easy, by the way. You just got to make sure you have a heat gun or a blow dryer to kind of get the Loctite loosened up before trying to strip it. And you want a good set of wrenches when you're taking it apart. So, you're going to take it apart, you're going to learn the car anyway. So I would recommend you do that, and in the process you could clean it, which is you ought to set out at least 20-30 minutes to do that, because that's usually how long it takes. Now you guys noticed I had a couple paper towels, because I'll do a spray and wipe. I'll take an alcohol-based solution or some soap, preferably Dawn, because it does decrease the surface tension of the water, which really helps with the grime. Now a big misconception, I'm gonna go over this real quick, because there's a lot of guys that went over this and asked me, and there was some debate. Your good old can of whoop ass. No, I'm just kidding. WD-40. Now, WD-40 obviously is a water displacement. A lot of people mistaken and keep saying it's a lubricant, but it's not really. Even though it lubricates, it doesn't really lubricate. It's just the water displacement, and it's bad, and I'll tell you why. Now, if you really, really want to use it, you could do it say metal on metal, but it can dissolve some of these plastics. I've had it happen before, where pretty soon they just start falling apart. You got to be careful on that. Full ball bearings, highly not recommended. Differentials, highly not recommended. So if you're accidentally spraying that, you're in trouble, because it will dissolve grease as well. So you really don't want to use double fitted. You got to pick one or the other. You either use metal on metal moving, but it will take the grime out of metal. So if you have two close metals coming into contact and there's dirt in there, WD-40 could clean it pretty good. But you do, again, RC cars, you're kind of clumsy, don't recommend it. I just, learned my lesson from using it. If you do have rust in your screws and it's corroded, different things, you can use a blaster, but this is unnecessary as well. I did that just because my thing got really rusted, my Creighton did before, and so on. So anyways, yeah, that's the main thing. But when you take it apart, you take each piece, you dip in a little water. You could do the spray and wipe method like I do. I just spray it and then I use the towel and wipe it, and that works, so you don't have to worry. It's quick, it's easy, it's fast, okay? But the other method, like I told you, is the air rinse, then the rinse with the hose, and then just dry it real quick, especially if you're gonna go out and bash again. You don't have to worry about the crevices. But the crevices will still be a little dirty, but to do a thorough cleaning, like if you're not going to be getting your car dirty, like real soon, just do what I'm doing right now. You know, take every piece apart, look at it, dip it in some water, spray it down, some soap and water. You can't go wrong with soap and water, and do that and you're good. Okay, so anyways, that's just a little misconception with WD-40. So I'm not going to use that. I'll just use a little soap and water. I'll take every piece apart and wipe it down. Some people always ask me, damn, Tom, how's your car so clean? Looks like you never drove it. But you know, sometimes when you take it apart, you can make it look as good as new. Seriously. All right, awesome. So 5 minutes in, you know, removing this, you see that right there. You see the grime on the back end and a little bit of dirt right there. So these things are your friends. So if you don't want to take everything off, you know, you can next remove the shock, you know, then the A-arm, you know, and then you got your chassis brace in the middle, and then your shock towers. And then just work your way through. That's all you got to do, you know, and have your spray bottle ready. So if you want to run like that, you just spray it a little bit, you know, and you just get your towel like this and you just wipe it down. See, and then look at it. Ta-da! See, then it looks clean. It's so easy to do. Every piece by piece. You see some grime right there, you know, and then you just take, you know, your little towel there and just kind of rub it, you know, and then it starts cleaning off and you work your way through it, you know. So a little towel like this could come a long way from wasting all your wipes. You know, you don't want to use up the whole bag. So start off with the water and towel, and on the certain parts where the grime kind of sticks to it, then you could use, you know, the wipes and then kind of work your way up. No, put that back in. Yeah, and you clean some of this off too. There you go, nice and clean. See, this one's nice and clean now too. Boom, you can put that back on. Those pieces are clean. Then I could take this off, or you could just leave it right here and just like spray it like this, you know, all over it, and you could just wipe it down right there too. Throw your towel on and just kind of get at it, you know. So anyways, you see how it's coming clean now. So you guys could do it that way. If you really want to get detailed, you could take the, you know, sway bars, the whole diff cover off, everything, and look at it, play with it, observe it, and that's how you would do it. But anyways, I'm gonna get this done real quick, and then so yeah, it's coming along great. My favorite is cleaning the shocks because there's so much grime in the shocks, and they actually perform better. You could check the fluids, refill it, etc., etc. So see how nice and pristine this one looks. And you know what? I like these shock covers that they come with. I cleaned that out, kind of wiped down the shock tower, and you can notice how this side is super clean, and then this side is still all grimy. You see that? All the little odds and ends, and you see a lot of grime gets collected up in here and underneath on the shock rod end. So here, you know, I cleaned off this rod end, take off this spring individually, and just wipe down each, you know, cylindrical area with my little solvent, and then yeah, but it's looking pretty good so far. Piece by piece, folks, check it out. Clean as a bean, clean as a whistle. Front end's getting there, you know, piece by piece, just getting the dirt and grime off, compared to the back end, which still has a ton of dirt. But if you really want to get the nicks and crannies, you gotta put in the work. Keep them clean, keep them clean. Oh yeah, boy, we're looking clean now, baby. Look at them shock shine right there. Ooh, keep them clean, baby. Ooh. The good thing about putting it together and you're cleaning it up is you could also check the screws to make sure which one is actually tight and which one is loose. And let me tell you, Arrma did a great job with this because most of the screws were actually tight, so there's none loose. You know, you buy like those old third-party brands, and sometimes the screws will be like a little loose and they come out and you have to check all your screws and you have to tighten them up. Well, this one, no siree, it was legit. So we got it all cleaned up now, as you guys can see. I just gotta add a couple more screws right here, tighten up the body post, make sure I have it on the same length, you know. Hey, Pay. Yeah, so okay, give you guys some better lighting here. Here's the over, you know, a cross shot of my Mojave. See, the shocks are a lot cleaner now. The more annoying thing is most of the time when you're cleaning it, you have to, each of these screws get a lot of grime in there, so I had to like unscrew every single screw and like wipe it, you know, and then put it back in and clean the little hole inside, you know. But overall, I think my and then inside. Oh, I didn't get to show you guys in the body how I cleaned this. So what I did was I took one of my screwdrivers, put the wipe there, and then use the screwdriver with the wipe, and then just get deep in there without even having to take it out. So I didn't have to unscrew any of that stuff. So yeah, so the body's like almost like brand new looking. See, I got some scuffs here, and then I'll show you the bottom. But yeah, look how clean it is now, guys. Damn, I love it when my shocks look clean. I just like looking at it when the shocks are super clean, you know what I'm saying? But let's see. It's the bottom. So the bottom did get some, see, like some of these. So like I said, the quick rinse method is good to do because you could basically like bash it again real quick and still have it kind of clean. But if you really want a good job, you got to do what I do and use that method and unscrew things and clean it and get in all the crevices, you know, in and around the truck, and make sure, you know, even these wheels, when you get on the inside there, and you just use a little brush and clean it up. So yeah, the Mojave's back looking sharp and sparkly again, the way I love it. Let's put the body on real quick for one final look. Oh yeah, baby, there we go, nice and clean. Body's all sparkly and shiny again. You know, when I did that one jump side shot, when I landed on this side got scraped up, but it's all good. But other than that, you know, the other side's still pretty clean. See, as you can see, the guys inside looking all clean again and everything like that. See that? And damn, it looks good again, man. To be honest, like I used to hate cleaning them, but now since I'm on quarantine and stuff and I have time, I actually enjoy cleaning it. You know, I'll throw out some music, get some dope beats going and just chill. And I'm in zen, just like kind of like wiping down this car piece by piece, shock by shock, wheel by wheel, screw by screw, you know. And that's Tom Trax Clean For You. I should open up my own cleaning RC car wash. You know, you guys could try to. I'll spend like an hour and a half unscrewing all these screws and shit. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just shoot them in the comments and I will catch you on the next episode. Bye.